Grandpa Bill! Grandpa Bill!
What do you want, kid? Go now.
Look what I found. I know it's yours.
Why, this is my old coat. Where did you dig that up? Give that to me right this minute, boy.
But Grandpa, how did you ever come about a gun like that? Tell me. Am I not your grandson, after all?
Oh, all right, boy. I'm way too old to chase you around anyway, you little brat. So be it. I'll tell you about my younger days. But first, fetch Grandpa a clean glass and a bottle labeled whiskey. Yeah, right there. Behind the ashtray. In the old days, good old Sin Town looked way different, Robbie. It was tiny and uninhabited. Oh, but God Almighty, how I loved it. You really can't imagine. Everybody here could find work to their liking. It was here that I met my first true love, Charlotte. But most importantly, it was the safest town in all of the Wild West. Until they showed up. These outlaws were wanted in every city of our state. They were real bastards. And their leader went by the name of Fat Joe. In his 30s, this mammoth weighed more than a herd of bison, and you could take that to the bank. He was used to getting everything he ever wanted, right from the cradle. And even after his parents died, nothing much changed in that department. He couldn't let a second go by without munching on something. Ugh, the stench, oh, Lordy. God forbid that you should ever smell such a thing, ever. But, to tell you the truth, I started hating him way before that.
Way before what, Grandpa? Grandpa Bill!
After he kidnapped my Charlotte, and along with her, he took all the other women of Sin Town. It was then that I understood that I wouldn't be able to go on living without getting my revenge against that animal. And so it began. Those three I took down right away. Triple kill.
Grandpa, you've got a glass in your hand?
And a bottle right there.
Grandpa, were you not supposed to reload the revolver?
Of course not. This is Hollywood, kid.
Grandpa, it looks like you're trying to trick me.
Oh, yeah? Well, no victim, no crime, kid.
Double kill.
Grandson, that day my heater lit 'em up like the sky on the 4th of July.
Why, whatever do you mean, Grandpa? When you make jokes like that, I don't understand you, Grandpa.
Oh, don't worry, kid. I stopped understanding myself way back when I was 68.
Move out!
To your right. Keep on going.
Cover me! Go, go, go! Move out!
Double
Enemy
kill.
to your left, kid.
Cover me! Move out! Go, go, go!
Down the middle, son.
Killing spree.
During my younger years, my reflexes were as good and fast as a leopard hunting his prey.
And that's exactly the reason why you had them 7 kids. Right, Grandpa? Because of them
Did it
cat-like
finally get
reflexes?
through to you that no bullets of yours can take you down? There were so many of them, and my barrels were red hot.
Barrels? You said my favorite revolver, not revolvers.
Take a good long look at me, kid. I have two hands, don't I? That means two.
Triple kill.
Cover me!
Double kill.
Cover me!
Double kill.
This is all you got.
Triple kill.
I went looking for him. My revenge for what he did to Charlotte and the others he kidnapped took me far away from the town I called home. And before I knew it, these bastards from Joe's clan attacked me.
And what happened then, Grandpa?
I tracked Big Joe's fat footsteps to the sulfur pit mine, and it was there that they were getting ready to ambush me. The whole pit mine was full of enemies who kept the old man at gunpoint.
Like this one?
No, a little smaller.
Double kill. Double kill.
So, who's the wise guy here? Come get some. Come get yours.
Triple kill. Triple kill.
Granddad, could revolvers really shoot like this?
No, revolvers couldn't, but these two .45 caliber babies sure could.
Triple kill.
They sure didn't know that today's weather forecast included lead precipitation.
Double kill.
And I took all of them down. All the enemies died. Except one. Oh, yeah, I killed him too. And as I have told you before, So they lived happily ever after. And, as a matter of fact, I'm late for my poker game.
No, Grandpa, don't leave. I'm already on my way out to get you that next bottle.
After 3 months of stakeouts, I finally found his camp. I grasped my trusty six-shooter. By the handle. But my main weapon that day was my rage. After some scouting, I found Joe's camp. I crept up to the camp and a gunshot noise.
What happened?
That damn arthritis. So, who's the wise guy here? Come get some. Come get yours.
Move out!
Let it hurt. Do you know how many gangbangers it takes to change a light bulb?
How many, Grandpa?
Not even one. They're all idiots.
Triple kill.
That day, the enemy was dropping like flies come wintertime. But it wasn't cold at all. Now, what I really need is a new gun with a little more scene.
Go, go, go!
And then, Joe used his drones.
Double kill. Mega kill. Bulletproof. Triple kill.
It was at that moment that I understood that the desert is hot enough. Just the right time for Mr. Shell Blaster.
Mr. Shellblaster? Who is that, Grandpa?
And I figure now's as good a time as any to introduce you to. Just be careful. He has an explosive personality.
Move out!
Triple kill. Triple kill. Killing spree.
Go, go, go!
heads feel like they're gonna fall off.
Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill.
Enough left for all of that genius idea to keep you all young.
Double kill.
Hey, that's so I'll get out wherever you are.
Double kill.
Go, go!
Double kill. Double kill. Double kill.
And so it seemed like the relentless criminal machine gave way. But suddenly, Joe was here. You call this a threat? Joe, it's time for you to start thinking about move your ass, Joe. Move your ass, Joe. You have to take down. Stuff in your face. You stuff in your face. Your stomach is a bottom. Your stomach is a bottomless pit. God, just die already. I killed him. He had the pendant of my Charlotte in his hand. But he got to jabbering on and on just before he croaked about how he'd sold the women to slavers. I heard about 'em. I seemed to know how to find 'em. And I kept my way.